Day 4, unwrapping and texturing, and this went all the possible ways wrong. You ever try folding a fitted bedsheet and give up halfway through? Well, unwrapping UVs is the opposite of that. It's like I'm unfolding something that never wanted to be folded in the first place. I mark one seam and the mesh reacts like a cat when you touch its belly. It doesn't attack me, but it lets me know this is a violation. Head UVs always look like someone took a balloon with a face drawn on it, popped it, and then tried to iron the pieces back into a rectangle. Flattening the foot is easy because she doesn't have toes. The UV island looks like a gummy bear someone pressed under a book. A few UV islands fought back, sure, but the rest, kinda perfect. It's almost suspicious how fast I did this. I am a professional after all, not by certificate, just by attitude. My next mission is paint the character and all her outfits before the UV map stages a rebellion. Painting normal maps by hand is basically sculpting with crayons. Nothing makes sense, but somehow it works if you believe hard enough. This is where the mesh gaslights me, like, the normal map looks fine until I rotate the model and suddenly she's got a dent in her forehead, like she fell asleep on a fork. I'm going in with light shading first because if I start too heavy, she'll immediately age 40 years and develop a nicotine habit. Yeah, I'm painting under the clothes. She changes outfits more often than I change my mind, which means every part of the body has to look good at all times. So I'm doing everything wrong. Texturing the clothes is like pretending I know how fabric works. I don't. I just put darker colors where I think folds should feel important. I'm adding subtle folds, very subtle. Too many folds and it looks like she's being vacuum packed. Ah, sneeze. Gotta sneeze. I'm sick if you can't tell. The shirt gets this faded, worn look because nothing says post-apocalypse like fabric that's seen more suffering than Keanu Reeves in real life. The boots get the least love but somehow end up looking the most polished, typical. Painting the belt and straps is like painting tiny highways. Everything has to be straight, aligned, and not look like it was chewed on by a small animal. These details take forever, but if you don't do them, the character looks like she's wearing a Halloween costume. Now the polishing stage, but didn't take a lot at all because, well, I'll explain. This is the stage where everything looks okay, but then I immediately try to ruin it by adjusting something microscopic. I'm adding scratches and dirt, but not too much, because I want the post-apocalyptic look, not the fell down a staircase while on fire look. If this looks good, it's because I painted every tiny part like a medieval monk illuminating a manuscript. If it looks bad, that's stylistic. And, now everything's painted, nothing's exploded, and the character only looks slightly possessed, which is progress. Alright, but in all seriousness, this did take 2 days, but that's because I spent the first day texturing it, only to realize later on I didn't like nothing except the normal map texture, but then I wanted to match the normal map's data to other textures, which means I would have to paint in unison. Basically, all the textures had to match, brush strokes, which I can't do in Blender. There is an option in Substance Painter, but I don't got that money. So I spent another 15-ish hours trying to make an add-on for it, and I did get it to work somehow in Blender 3.6. But it does not take brush stroke textures, so you can just use the plain old round brush, which I don't like. So I guess until I get that worked out, I'm just gonna use this normal map so I don't stop the progress. And that's the creative error of the day committed. I'll go commit another one tomorrow.